Welcome, Whovians, to our journey through time and space. Today we're going back to where it all began. November 23rd, 1963. In a dusty London junkyard, two curious teachers, Ian and Barbara, discover something impossible. A police box that's far, far bigger on the inside. Inside, they find a mysterious, curmudgeonly old man known only as the Doctor, and his enigmatic granddaughter, Susan. Before they know it, they're whisked away in the TARDIS, not just through space, but through time itself, landing them in a brutal Stone Age world where survival depends on fire. This is An Unearthly Child, the very first adventure that sparked a legend. It's raw, it's intriguing, and it sets the stage for a universe of endless possibilities. Join us next time as we delve deeper into the Doctor's incredible legacy.
Welcome back, Whovians, to TimeyWimey. Last time, the TARDIS took us, along with Ian and Barbara, straight into the Stone Age. Now we're plunged deeper into a brutal struggle for survival in the Cave of Skulls. The Doctor, Ian, Barbara and Susan are prisoners of a primitive tribe, caught between two factions vying for power. The young cow is desperate to prove himself, while the wise Tsar fights to hold on to leadership. And it all hinges on the secret of fire. Our intrepid travellers must use their wits, not just to escape, but to navigate tribal politics. Can they convince these warring cavemen that the power of fire belongs to everyone? Or will they become sacrifices themselves? This episode truly shows the Doctor's cunning and highlights the very different skills of his unwilling companions. It's a tense, character-driven adventure that proves the dangers aren't just from monsters, but from humanity itself. Join us next time as our perilous prehistoric journey continues.
Welcome back to TimeyWimey Whovians. Last time, the Doctor and his companions were caught in a tense battle for fire. Now, in the Forest of Fear, their prehistoric peril escalates. Our TARDIS crew, desperate to escape the warring cave tribes, finds themselves lost in a vast, menacing forest. Every shadow seems to hold a new threat, every sound a potential predator. They're exhausted, injured, and running out of options. The Doctor, Ian, Barbara, and Susan must push through their fears, not just of the unseen dangers, but of each other. Tensions are high, trust is strained, and a simple journey to the TARDIS becomes a brutal test of endurance. This episode really strips back the adventure to its rawest form: survival. It's a psychological drama as much as a chase, showing how even the smartest minds can be pushed to their limits by the sheer terror of the unknown. Will they find their way to safety, or will the Forest of Fear claim them? Join us next time as their epic journey continues.
Welcome back to TimeyWimey. We've journeyed deep into the prehistoric past, and now, in The Firemaker, our first Doctor Who adventure reaches its thrilling conclusion. After escaping the terrifying forest, the Doctor, Ian, Barbara and Susan find themselves back with the very tribe they fled. But this time, it's not just about survival. It's about the future of a civilization. The power of fire, once a closely guarded secret, becomes the key to their freedom and the tribe's destiny. Tensions are at an all-time high as the group cleverly manipulates the superstitious cave dwellers. Will their knowledge of science be enough to outwit their primitive captors? Or will their attempts to introduce progress be met with deadly resistance? The Firemaker is a brilliant end to this initial saga, truly showcasing the Doctor's manipulative brilliance and the companions' resourcefulness. It's about fear, leadership, and the dawn of understanding. Will our heroes finally make it back to the TARDIS and escape the Stone Age? Join us next time as we leave the past behind and plunge into a whole new world.
Welcome back, Whovians, to TimeyWimey. We've left the prehistoric past behind, and the TARDIS has brought us and the Doctor's reluctant companions to a truly alien world. Prepare yourselves for the Dead Planet. Our heroes land on a desolate, radioactive planet, a graveyard of a civilization. Strange metallic cityscapes loom in the distance, promising mystery and danger. But it's not just the hostile environment they have to fear. Below the surface, something is waiting. Something that rolls on 3 spheres and ends every sentence with "exterminate." Yes, this is it. The first appearance of the Daleks. They are a terrifying, xenophobic race determined to wipe out all other life. The Doctor and his friends are captured, forced to confront the chilling reality of these iconic villains. The Dead Planet is a game changer. It's the episode that launched a phenomenon, cementing Doctor Who's place in sci-fi history and introducing its most enduring enemy. It's tense, thrilling, and utterly unforgettable. Will the Doctor and his companions survive their first encounter with the Daleks? Join us next time as their adventure on Skaro continues.
Welcome back to TimeyWimey Whovians. Last time the TARDIS crew met the Daleks on the desolate world of Skaro. Now in The Survivors, their terrifying ordeal truly begins. The Doctor, Ian, Barbara and Susan are prisoners deep within the Dalek city. But they're not alone. They soon discover a race of benign humanoid aliens called the Thals, who have survived the planet's devastating war and radiation. They are pacifists, living in fear of the Daleks' genocidal reach. This episode plunges our heroes into a complex struggle for freedom. They learn about Skaro's tragic history and the bitter animosity between the Daleks and the Thals. It's a race against time as the companions must not only escape their cold metallic captors, but also decide if they should help the gentle Thals fight back. The Survivors deepens the mythology of the Daleks and introduces another key race. It's a compelling look at morality, survival, and the Doctor's growing reluctance to simply observe. Will the Doctor's group find a way out of the Dalek city? And what choice will they make regarding the Thals? Join us next time as the tension on Skaro builds.
Welcome back to TimeyWimey Whovians. Last time, the TARDIS crew found themselves prisoners of the Daleks and discovered the peaceful Thals. Now, in The Escape, the stakes are higher than ever. The Doctor and his companions, along with the Thals, are desperate to break free from the Dalek city. But escaping these cunning, xenophobic creatures is not easy. It is a tense game of cat and mouse through the metallic corridors of Skaro. Ian, ever the man of action, takes charge in planning their daring escape, while the Doctor reluctantly agrees to help the pacifist Thals. They face traps, dangerous radiation zones, and the constant threat of Dalek patrols. Every move is critical, and trust between species is put to the ultimate test. The Escape is a masterclass in suspense. It really builds the tension as our heroes scramble for freedom, pushing their limits both physically and mentally. It highlights the growing bond within the TARDIS crew and their budding alliance with the Thals. Will their intricate plans succeed, or will the Daleks' brutal efficiency finally catch them? Join us next time as the fight for Skaro reaches its climax. Welcome back to TimeyWimey Whovians. Last time, the Doctor and his companions, along with the Thals, were plotting their escape from the Dalek city. Now, in the ambush, their desperate plan takes a perilous turn. Our heroes are venturing out of the relative safety of the city and into the desolate, radioactive landscape of Skaro. They're on a mission to reach a crucial cave system that could lead them to freedom and a way to destroy the Daleks for good. But the Daleks are relentless, and the planet itself holds deadly traps. The journey is fraught with danger. They face treacherous terrain, hidden radiation pockets, and the constant threat of Dalek patrols hunting them down. Trust between the wary Thals and the Earth humans is tested under pressure. It's a race against time, where one wrong step could mean extermination. The ambush is pure suspense and action, focusing on the sheer tension of navigating a hostile alien world with an implacable enemy closing in. It highlights the bravery of the companions and the Doctor's strategic mind in a desperate situation. Will they make it through Skaro's deadly landscape, or will the Daleks spring their ultimate trap? Join us next time as the conflict on Skaro intensifies. Welcome back to TimeyWimey Whovians. Last time, the Doctor and his companions were deep in the ambush, braving the treacherous surface of Skaro. Now, in the expedition, the fight for survival and the future of the Thals intensifies. Our heroes, the Doctor, Ian, Barbara and Susan, along with a brave group of Thals, embark on a perilous journey across Skaro's deadly lake of mutations. Their goal? to reach the Dalek city from an unexpected direction, aiming for a crucial power generator. But this is no easy task. The lake is teeming with unseen dangers, and every step is a gamble. They face terrifying alien creatures, treacherous waters, and the constant threat of Dalek patrols, pushing their courage and ingenuity to the limit. Tensions are high, especially as their mission becomes a desperate race against time. The fate of both the TARDIS crew and the entire Thal race hangs in the balance. The expedition is a thrilling episode, packed with suspense and a real sense of creeping dread. It showcases the incredible bravery of the Thals and the companions, and the Doctor's strategic brilliance in the face of overwhelming odds. Will they cross the dangerous lake and find a way to stop the Daleks, or will Skaro claim its next victims? Join us next time as the climax of this monumental story draws near. Welcome back to TimeyWimey Whovians. Last time the Doctor and his companions were deep in the expedition, battling Skaro's deadly lake of mutations. Now, in the ordeal, their desperate plan to stop the Daleks faces its most perilous challenge yet. Our heroes, the Doctor, Ian, Barbara and Susan, along with the brave Thals, finally reach the treacherous mountains that lead to the Dalek city's vital power core. But this isn't just a climb. It's a gauntlet of booby traps, dangerous ravines, and the ever-present threat of Dalek detection. Tensions are at an all-time high. Every step is a calculated risk. Every decision could mean the end. They're pushed to their physical and mental limits as the full horror of their mission unfolds. It's a desperate race against time to reach the Dalek power supply before it's too late. The ordeal is a gripping episode, focusing on the sheer physical and psychological strain of their mission. It showcases the incredible courage and resilience of both the companions and the Thals, and the Doctor's unwavering determination to overcome tyranny. Will they conquer the mountain and reach their objective, or will the Daleks' brutal efficiency prove too strong? Join us next time for the thrilling climax to this iconic story. Welcome back to TimeyWimey Whovians. We have journeyed across Skaro's deadly plains and scaled its treacherous mountains. Now in The Rescue, the Dalek saga reaches its thrilling, explosive conclusion. Our heroes, the Doctor, Ian, Barbara and Susan, along with their brave Thal allies, have finally reached the Dalek city's power core. This is it, their last chance to stop the Daleks' reign of terror. It is a desperate, high-stakes confrontation within the metallic heart of the Dalek Empire. They face the cunning Dalek Supreme and its merciless drones in a final brutal showdown. Every plan must be perfect, every move precise. The battle is not just for their freedom, but for the very survival of the pacifist Thals and for any hope of peace on Skaro. The Rescue is an iconic episode that solidified the Daleks as Doctor Who's greatest enemy. It is packed with tension, desperate heroics, and a powerful sense of triumph against seemingly impossible odds. This is where the Doctor truly steps up as a champion against tyranny. Will the Daleks finally be defeated, allowing our heroes to escape Skaro? Join us next time as the TARDIS takes us on a brand new adventure, leaving the Dalek menace behind, for now.